On the fifth strength training day of Christmas, I'd like to give to you the principles of specificity and overload principle. And we're going to practice that with a leg workout. Legs are big muscles, they can take a lot of repetition. Specificity, meaning that we want to specifically target the legs. Overload is going to make them work hard to elicit the response that we want. We want to get stronger. We don't want to just be flopping around doing whatevs. We want to have a purpose for our exercise. So the overload principle, we stimulate muscle growth by doing lots of repetitions. Specificity, right now we're going to target the legs. So you want to be specific. As you remember from SMART goals, we'll be talking about that too. So we're going to get into a little bit of a warm-up because you do want a 3 to 5 minute warm-up before you start any exercise. And then we're going to hammer the legs. You do your workout your way. I like to do a little Metcon warm-up. 3 to 5 minutes is all you need, but as you're warming up, you're getting your body ready to work. Our legs are comfortably wide. Our shoulders are back and down. The abs are strong. Scapular retraction, we want to retract and we want to pack. Shoulders down, abs are braced. No pain, no strain, nothing is bothering you at all today. We're going to come up and we're going to rotate. So this is a twisting motion. We're getting warmed up in all planes of motion. This is a transverse plane when we were going side to side. That's the frontal plane. We're going to be working a lot today in the sagittal plane, and that's when we do squats. So squats, you've got them in your life today. We're starting off with body weight. We're going to do the first round with body weight, and then we can add external resistance in the subsequent rounds for squats and lunges, but you never have to. And I always want you to do the work with the proper form before you add any external resistance in the form of dumbbells or medicine balls or tubing or things like that. So the stepping motion is next. This is also in the sagittal plane. We do have lunges in our future, and if you do not like a lunge, if it bothers your knees, your feet, or your hips, you are going to do step forwards, you're going to do bridges. You can step up and down on the bottom step of your staircase. Side squats, things like that. Still sticking with the basics here though. In this learning process, the 12 strength training days of Christmas. We're coming down to warm up the shoulders and the chest. You can do wall push-ups, counter push-ups, modified push-ups, air push-ups, whatever you like. It's a moving plank, so squeeze your butt, abs are tight, you're going to bend and press in that pain-free range. Shoulders are down, away from the ears, scapula is retracted, inhale lower, exhale up, and anytime you need to take a break, take a nice little stretch, anytime. We do stretch here, getting that back, hips, hammies, a nice stretch, coming up, and we get some cardiovascular. So we have 1 more minute left in this warm-up, and you might be huffing and puffing already. Remember, your workout, your way, even just moving around. You never want to stop altogether, though, because then you can really feel yucky. So even if you lay down and move a little side to side, watch the videos. That's how you learn. We learn from seeing, hearing, and looking. Seeing, hearing, and doing. As usual, I talk too much. So we're going to go into some body extensions. I'm cracking myself up. I'm going to start coughing and sneezing. So come up onto your toes. Big reach here with the body extension. Reaching up, pushing back. Shoulder goes into flexion and extension. Eyes on the horizon. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to overload the legs, the quads, the hamstrings, glute max. Side butt's gonna get into the action. First thing we're gonna start off with is just your basic body weight squat. We have a minute of time for each exercise. And what we're after here in the overload principle is that we do feel the muscles are burning. When they do, and it gets overwhelming, rather than getting less effective, try to build in breaks. Build in your breaks. It's called rest-based training. And then usually within 5 or 10 seconds, you're like, yeah, I can do a couple more. And then you get back to work. Then you stretch and rest. We have 8 seconds. We're going to do a forward lunge. You can stay with the squats. Step up, stepping forward or back, or bridges. We are going to go down for bridges though. So as always, your lunge, you've got daylight in between those legs. The upper body stays upright. Step, drop, up, and back. Have that scapula retracted. Get a mirror, check your form. What you want to have is bracing in the abs, protecting the lower back, shoulder blades squeezed together. Keep that chest proud. If you're feeling any bad feelings in the feet, ankles, knees, hips, or anywhere in that spine, stop the exercise. Don't do an exercise that hurts. We have 15 seconds. This is our basic stepping motion here. I'm going to give you some good variety for the legs today, working them in a variety of exercises. It's different muscles. We're going to come down to the mat, and we're going to work our bridge. So your basic bridge, knees line up with hips, line up with feet. Arms are right by your side. Scapular retraction, shoulder packing. Press your hands in, lift the hips, squeeze the butt, and the hips go down. So bridge up and down. Squeeze your butt. Up and down. Nice and tight. Up and down. Anytime, especially as we're lying here on our back, you need to stretch. Absolutely. It feels fantastic. And if you're just starting out, you're going to take more breaks until you get stronger. And that way it makes it more pleasurable. It shouldn't be a horrible experience to exercise. I mean, it kind of burns sometimes. I kind of like that. So yeah, we're going into some booty work here. Knees in, roll up. So we're going down to the forearms. Pulling a heel in. I've got my left heel in. And we're going 30 seconds. Heel to ceiling. I want you to pull your heel into your butt and then push your heel up so you keep the hamstrings engaged. You can also make it a big range. You can squeeze it up there tight. 4, 3, 2, side lift. So extend the arm, lift and down with the old fire hydrant. But the medium-sized butt muscle does take exception to this exercise. I've got my left leg working, I've got my left arm extended, and I'm still down on the forearm of the right. If you want to hold up and pulse, you can hold different types of rep, ranges, and tempos. Work things differently as well. Now I'm going to turn to the other side. I'm going to bring my right heel in, down on those forearms again, heel to ceiling. Pull the heel into your butt. Push, push, squeeze, but you don't tush. Oh yeah, we want to squeeze our tushy so it's not squishy. Oh no, you didn't. 8, I said squishy. And tushy. 4, 3, 2, side lift. Bring the right knee down, extend that right arm. Now you're on the forearm of the left, so try not to dig your elbow in. Keep your palm of the left hand on the mat, lifting full range or pulsing it up. 10 seconds, we go back to the squat. So we're working all around these butt muscles, working on the specificity and overload principles. Stretch and build in the breaks. So my workouts, many times the clock just keeps ticking. You have to build in the breaks. This is called rest-based training. And when you're just starting out, you're gonna have to take a lot of breaks. Don't be a hero. You're not gonna get stronger if you're just flopping around, flinging stuff around. We wanna work with purpose. So I've procrastinated. We're back to the squat. I'm gonna revisit the goblet squat here. Placing that weight on your chest, down, squeeze up. No weight, no problem. Don't ever pick up a weight until you've got your scapular retraction, shoulder packing, suction cup abs. 4, 3, 2, gonna put the weight down. Go to the lunge. Remember to have that daylight. Another option is to do a side-to-side squat. Step, squat, up, and in. Lunges, they can be a problem. Takes a bit of coordination and balance. So be kind to yourself. It's going to feel weird for at least the first 5 times that you do an exercise. It might take longer, depending on how complicated it is. We do want to practice. We're always practicing. It's a work in progress. Lunging is fine. I'm going to add a little stretch to this. Watch those shoulders. Keep the feet hip width apart. 15 seconds. And we're going to head back down to the mat. So hopefully you're starting to feel there's some discomfort in the muscles, not the joints. Down to the mat for the bridge. Onto our back. This time, I'm going to have you bring your legs together. We call this a Kegel. Heels are on the mat. Arms are by your side. Bridge and Kegel. So not only are we squeezing the butt, we're squeezing the inner thighs. Hamstrings are working. Scapula retracted. You've got to keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Squeeze your buttocks up there. Needing that back stretch. Listen to your body and rest. 25 seconds, bridge, Kegel, legs together, up and down. Squeeze the butt, up and down, nice and strong. Up and down, work and rest, lift and lower. So I would suggest, if you haven't done this type of training and your legs are already like jello, 2 rounds is plenty. 10 minutes of legs. See how your body responds. We're going to go into our heel to ceiling, side lifts. Listen to that body. So you start off with 2. Maybe you felt okay. You felt like you could do a little bit more. Do the video again. Try 3 rounds. Be gradual and consistent. Try to keep working this into your life. So heel to ceiling. Push it up and down. Pulsing or full range, whatever feels good for you. We're going to work that butt. Now we're going to bring it up on the side. Left leg's going wide. I've extended the left arm so that I have a little bit more room. Right hand on the mat, weights on the forearm. Try not to put pressure on your elbow. 3, 2, switching sides. Remember to rest. Shake things off. You'll feel better in no time. Heel in, heel to ceiling, push it up. And you might wonder, how many times a week should you strength train? When you're just starting out, you want to strength train 2 to 3 times a week. And we'll be getting into full body training in the next video, that if you just did 2 or 3 times of full body, total body training a week, that is the basic guidelines for Americans. So if you're not getting any strength training in at all right now, start with 2 times, 20 to 30 minutes for a couple of weeks. See how that is received by your body. Work on the beginning videos so that you're getting the scapular retraction, the shoulder packing, contracting the abs, staying in that strong position, always in control. So we're going back to the squat. I'm going to slow down the tempo a little bit, adding that external resistance if you want. Go for down, 2, up, squeeze, down, 2, up, squeeze. Feel no strain. Abs are tight. Eyes are on the horizon. Chest is up and open. Going a little bit slower. It's going to add external resistance. The body's working harder. Time under tension is hard. 10 seconds. Down 2, up 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So maybe you want to add some external resistance to your lunge. Keep the weight close to you. So we haven't gone into adding movements with squats and lunges yet. We want to make sure we're stable. Alternating lunge. Remember, you could also be doing that side-to-side squat. Maybe you like the bridges better. You want to come down and get some bridge work, additional 30 seconds. Now this is the third round, and if you're like, well, you know, I thought I'd started, and this is really starting, my legs are shaking, and things are burning, I'm getting a little nauseous. These are all normal reactions. Take more breaks. Stop doing what you're doing. If you really feel dizzy, lay down and stretch. Stay low to the ground. All right, down for the bridge. We're going to bring the legs back out to hip width apart, the regular bridge. Knees line up with hips, arms by side, but we're going to lift it up. We're going to hold the bridge, squeeze the butt. We're going to do a little inner thigh. It's called the nutcracker. It's a seasonal favorite. In, hold the bridge up. This is called an isometric contraction. The muscle doesn't change. And then we're doing pulsing reps for your adductors, the inner thighs. In, as many as you can. Because we are getting the outer thigh with those side lifts. And we want to be balanced with our training. We want to work all around those muscles, not just the main ones, definitely not just a bicep curl. 3, 2, 1, get that back and booty stretch. When you're ready, we're going heel to ceiling, guys. 7 minutes left in your workout. Come a long way, 13 minutes in, heel to ceiling. So try to keep the bend in the knee. Pull the heel in tight to your butt. Push, squeeze your tush. Oh, there's that tush word again. I like saying tush. Squeeze it, up. Push that heel to the ceiling. Get the butt forward. And 3. Going outside booty area. Left knee down, extend. This is the medium-sized butt muscle. Bring it up and down. Full range or pulse. Pulsing keeps the tension on. Should be burning. Oh yeah. Get it up. Squeeze it tight. Oh, get that leg working. 10 little seconds. You might notice that the supporting leg is also like, you are so mean. Switch your sides. Side, heel to ceiling. Heel in, up, and squeeze and pulse that butt. Oh yeah. Push it up. Get that squeeze. Heel in. Don't lose that tension in the hammy. 12 seconds. Up. Nice and strong. Adding strength training into your life is going to make your muscles stronger, and it's going to take pressure off the joints. We're going right side booty lift. Up. You really want to feel this. Bring that knee right toward the shoulder. Lift. How's that supporting leg doing? That starts to give out. You got to take a rest. I'm telling you, it is good for you. It is wonderful to stretch, and it's something that most people need the most of. So stretch when you need to. 4, 3, 2, 3 rounds done. And you might be like, I can't. Do another squat or lunge. Stay down on the floor. If you're like, dude, this is the best thing ever, let's keep driving into overload, getting muscle stimulation, burning. We get breathless. Things get heavy. We're creating heat, so you might be starting to sweat, especially if you're near a wood stove. Shh. Don't do that. You might have to go outside and roll around in the snow when you're done. 25 seconds, I'm feeling it. And if I'm feeling it, I know you're feeling it. So we want to feel a little more? Let's do some squat pulse. This shouldn't bother your back. If it does, keep with that steady squat. 10 seconds, down, up, 4, 3, 2, and the lunge. Whew. Shaking it like a Polaroid picture. Lungy time. Remember the step. You want to step forward and back. Switch on the bench or just stepping. Bring it down to the bridge. If you've had just about enough of these shenanigans, they're good for you. Yes. Specifically targeted the legs in this 20-minute workout. It just goes to show you get a lot of work done in 20 minutes. There is no excuse not to get a great workout with barely any equipment. We only picked up maybe one weight, maybe no weights, and you're still feeling it. You're getting that burn in the legs. Hearts are pumping, working the heart and the lungs, the cardiovascular system. Yeah, 3 and 2 and bridge. So now we're going to bring the legs back to the together position. We're going to zip it up in there. Bridge with a held inner thigh. Iso hold for the adductor. Pulse that butt right up and squeeze it tight. Push off your heels so we really feel the contraction. You can hold it up there. Then you get an inner thigh iso hold and the butt. Oh boy. Squeeze and breathe. Push and squeeze that tush up. Squeeze tight. Take rest. That butt should be on fire. Anytime you need that rest, take it. We've got 12 seconds, and we're going to be in the 2-minute warning. Inner thigh hold. Booty pump. 3, 2, on to the forearms. Heel to the ceiling. I'll switch the side here. Start with that left leg. Bring it up first. Heel in. Squeeze tight. Press up. And go. Oh, last 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes left. Just trying to teach the principles of specificity and overload. 3, 2, 1. Side. Gonna extend, lift, pump, pump. Supporting leg gets tired. Yeah, it does. If it does, get down there. Take a break. Stretch and rest. You're almost done. 15 seconds. Get that side, side. Have the weight on the forearm, not the elbow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Left leg down. Heel to ceiling. Squeeze it. Up on the right. This is it. Last minute. I hope your legs burning as much as mine are. It doesn't take a whole lot of equipment to get a great workout when you're in that right posture. You're specifically targeting the butt, the hamstring, 10 seconds. Stretching as often as you need to. 3, 2, side pulse. Outer butt, 30 seconds. And you're done. So as you're working, maybe you're just like, I can't even lift my leg right now, lady. Get that stretch. You're almost done. Stay in your stretch. Only working in your capabilities. Rest-based training. It's a beautiful thing. Empowering. Your workout, your way. 8 seconds. Butts on fire. 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1, and do that hurt. Oh, Child's pose. Getting a stretch here. So after your workout, do take, even if it's a minute of stretching. Your body is so receptive to stretching right now. Everything's nice and warm, especially up in the northern areas. Child's pose twist. Left arm in front. Relax that left shoulder down, looking to the right. God, we only have two sides, I always say. Switch to the other side. Right arm in front. Right shoulder down. We're looking to the left. And back to the center. Hands and knees. You get a little cat camel here. Up. Great for spinal flexibility. Tuck your tail under. Suction cup abs. And then lift the tailbone. Drop the shoulders back. Retract the scapula. So when we come up with the back, we're getting some shoulder protraction. We're releasing the scap retraction because we're protracting. And then we're going to retract. And then we're going to stretch back. So I hope you like this educational video today on how to overload the legs, specifically targeting the legs with multi-joint movements, multiple exercises for the legs. Let me know how you made out, and I really hope you like that specificity and overload principle workout. Next up, we are going to be working on those 2 to 3 strength training sessions each week, which is the guideline. So I'm going to be popping out multi-joint exercises next so that you can get those 2 to 3 20-minute exercise sessions and strength training sessions during the 12 strength training days of Christmas. Happy holidays.